For my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Detroit Lions and the Washington football team. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Grubbs. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is fielded at the 27. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Fields. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. To throw is Fields. Got a man, it's De'Ami Brown, complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Off play action. Grubbs. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. We're scoreless after 1. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. to throw. Grubbs. Flush to his right. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Looking into the snowflakes, and he muffs it.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
On 1st down, it's Jacobs, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 22, Fields winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a 1st down. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Grubbs. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it to slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch? Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
And he'll be out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and sneak it here, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Lions have struck first in this NFC title game. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And not willing to risk risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. 75 yards. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taking it about the 1. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Montez Sweat. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
The Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs. And he's got room. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs.
74 yards rushing for him now. A strong performance here in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a carry for Jacobs. Runs through the contact. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Fields now to throw. Steps away to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And Washington has taken the lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Taken at the goal line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running it with Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here. Switch.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 121 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Check. Crunch. Watch the safety creep. Hey, check. Mike 21.
On 1st down, Jacobs. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Jacobs. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2nd down at 4. Running is Jacobs. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On second down, it's Jacobs. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Jacobs now. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Under 10, 10.
Here's Jacobs. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll run with Jacobs. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Josh Jacobs punching it in from a yard away. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. Off the option, here's Jacobs. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
We're in the third quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Grubbs. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run here with Swift. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. They'll run on 1st down. Swift, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, Swift. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 75 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 1st down, Swift. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Yeah, he'll find hole. And they'll get this down to the 10. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Montez Sweat able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. They will run it with Swift here. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it makes things a little more interesting now on 4th and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They run it with Jacobs. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
We've got plenty of weather here today. We've got some snow going on, and they've come out of a dome. And there have been 2 ways of getting ready for this. Some have said, don't worry about the weather. Just practice in your normal conditions and handle it on game day. And others have said, find some weather, find some conditions somewhere, and try and get ready. What do you think?
Well, whatever the preparation there, the snow causing the fumble. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Swift. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. And that's on the guard, Connor Williams. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough. And these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Swift. Breaks a tackle, and he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. They'll try it now with Swift. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And it all rides on this one play, a trip to the Super Bowl in the balance here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. They said beginning of the year, they set a lofty goal, Charles, of getting to the Super Bowl. They fell one step short of that.
Oh, and that's going to hurt for a long time. That's going to be a big one for the offseason. Their goal now has to be not to wallow in it, but to use it as fuel for next year. Better offseason conditioning, great OTAs and minicamp. You know as well as I do, they'll have T-shirts in their lockers that say, unfinished business. They want to get back there and next time win it.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin.